Hello friends! If you follow me on my other social stuff, you'll know that I spent a lot of time in Canada this past winter. And I want to tell you all about it. I actually live here in California. I know a lot of people were confused and thought that I lived in Canada. I actually just visit a few times a year to visit family and friends. As soon as I first got there, I requested that we go to P-Mall, or Pacific Mall. Pacific Mall is a huge Asian mall in Markham, Ontario. I love it there because they have so many different things. They even have shops dedicated to circle lenses alone. And that's where I got these circle lenses, and that's where I got a lot of the ones I was wearing in my previous videos, like my pink ones and my bright blue ones. If you live in Ontario, close to Markham, or you can make it out to Markham, definitely check out Pacific Mall. It's a really cool place. After I had done enough shopping, my next plans were to attend a Toronto high tea. The Toronto Lolitas have an annual winter tea, and this tea was also to celebrate Timora's birthday, and I'm sorry if I said your name wrong, but you're lovely and it was so nice to meet you, and I'm sorry that I just crashed your birthday. It was so nice to see old friends and also meet a bunch of new people. By the end of it, we were all friends. Everybody looked so amazing. Check out these coordinates. After our high tea, we went to Butter Avenue for macarons and more sweets because you can never get enough sweets as a Lolita. I spent a lot of my trip roaming around downtown Toronto, and it was so cold. It snowed, and I just had to appreciate it because it doesn't get that cold here. So I'd be shivering, and I'd have to remind myself, I love it, it's great. One night, some friends and I went to the AGO, or the Art Gallery of Ontario, and it was free the night that we went. I think it was a Wednesday. You live there? Check it out. It's free. Free! Free art! Free culture! I had been to the AGO before, but it had been a long time, so I forgot a lot about it, and it's a really cool place. And free! Free! After exploring the AGO until it closed, we went to go get ramen. My best friend took me to this amazing place. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was Quinton. I'm not sure. But it was a great ramen place, and it really hit the spot after being so cold. It was really delicious. I was lucky enough this trip to visit Momo O'Brien! The Momo O'Brien! We've been mutual fangirls of each other forever, and it was so nice to finally meet her in person. We were both just We made videos together. We made videos for her channel about Lolita fashion. We made a video for my channel where I dressed her up in Lolita fashion, and it was so much fun. We got to know each other a lot better by walking a kilometer in each other's shoes. Get it? Kilometer. It's Canada.
This is weird. It's like, you know when you play Mario Kart or something and you're looking at the wrong screen and you're like, no, that's me. And you're
Hey YouTube!
hello friends!
I'm Momo O'Brien.
I can't!
This is lovely look! On this trip I also got to finally make the best friend tag video with my best friend Chris, and I successfully convinced him to come back to California. So he's gonna be visiting in about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. Whoa, sudden light change! It's brighter now. Speaking of videos and YouTubers and stuff like that, I finally got to see Angelina again. You may know her as ALB in Wonderland. I've been a huge fan of her for ages, I think since the LiveJournal days. And we both kind of bonded over making people say videos. She made shit Tumblr girls say, and I made shit Lolitas say. I hadn't seen her since Comic-Con because although I visit Toronto pretty frequently, she used to live kind of farther away, and it was harder for us to get together. But now she lives closer, and we were able to. I finally got to see her super cute room. It was so adorable. I met her roommate and good friend Stefan. He's equally as awesome. I felt right at home with the both of them, and we all got along so well. Angelina wanted to do something that I couldn't do in California that was more Canadian, but it's hard because since I visit a lot, there's a lot of things I've already done. She asked about poutine that I liked, and I told her smokes, which was the the best I had had up until that point. And it was recommended by a lot of people. And she gasped in horror that I'd never tried poutinis, which, after trying it, is, by definition, the best poutine in Toronto, or probably anywhere. Stefan hadn't tried it either, and it was a religious experience. It was mind-blowing. Because, okay, hear me out. What made it so great is that they layered it. And that sounds so simple, but I don't know any other places that do it. They basically do a layer of cheese, a layer of fries, a layer of cheese, a layer of fries, a layer of cheese, a layer of... and then they put gravy all through it. And so you never run out of cheese. And also, the cheese acts as like a support for the fries, so the fries never get too soggy from the gravy. And the cheese is the perfect, like, density. She explained it as being squeaky, and when she said that, I thought it would actually squeak. So when I was chewing, I was listening for it. And then I was confused. But now I understand. If you are ever in Toronto, please try out Poutinis. It was a cool atmosphere too, and I love it. I will definitely go back there every time I'm in Toronto for the rest of my life. So then the three of us went to go see Mockingjay, The Hunger Games Mockingjay. I feel like I'm saying that wrong because I'm so new. What a movie to begin with. Are they all that emotional? I was not invested in these characters at all, and I was bawling. It changed my thoughts on Hunger Games for sure. I thought that it was just a rehash of Battle Royale and that it was only about the games, but it's about so much more. By a crazy way of events, we ended up being out really, really late. Later than I normally am. We thought that the subways stayed open later than they did, and we ended up trying to bus it back to her place and then me back to my best friend's place, and it just wasn't happening. For me anyways, because I had to go a little bit farther. Angelina didn't want me to travel by myself back to my friend's house at like 3 a.m. in the cold. So I stayed over at her place. It was really nice because we stayed up really late talking, and it was just so nice to spend as much time with her as possible. But it made the next day crazy because I had to get up super early to get back to my best friend's house, to get ready, and then to go to the final Alita meetup of my trip. And I had about 3 hours of sleep, so during that meetup I was so tired, and I apologized to everybody who came and was like, hey, and I'm just like... But a lot of others had been partying or working the night before too, and were in my same position, so I think we were all just tired. And we went to Princess Cafe Princess? I think it's in Koreatown. I don't even know where it is because I just was led by my friends. They serve these great sweets, and there's a bunch of comfy couches everywhere, and the staff is all really nice, and it's really laid back, and it was a great way to end my trip, to just see everybody for one last hurrah and be cute. I think that concludes my Canada trip. All in all, it was really nice to escape to winter and see all my friends, and I can't wait to come back. I'll be there for Anime North! And I've never been to Anime North, so I'm super excited to finally go. It works out this year, so I will be there. Until next time, everybody stay warm and stay lovely.